What is going on, everybody? Here's another talking video about some random things. But yesterday I had a pretty good day. I was able to talk to my daughter, and it wasn't too long. She was eating cookies and raisins, so good for her. Good for her. Kind of sucked a little bit because it was later on in the day than the time that we discussed. But the cool part is I was aware of it. I just didn't know when they were going to call, so I was waiting around, kind of wasting time and whatnot. But for me, being single and not having any responsibilities other than myself it's been a fun time for the most part. And this is kind of how I want to tie in the subject of the day of what do you do when you have a child and try to move on and build another life. You know, how to accept everything and how to set things up, because for me, I don't have an option of not being there for my daughter or for my ex if they need me and stuff. For me, I'm in it for the long haul. I've always told myself that. So, you know, the whole world's going through a lot of changes right now. A lot of drastic ones, a lot of big ones. And what I do for work, you know, I'm a goldsmith. So, you know, mainly I repair jewelry. Sometimes I make some jewelry from time to time. It doesn't seem like I do that anymore at all, ever since I moved. And that really sucks, because not being able to create the jewelry that I want to create, especially for the people that I love and care about, that's hard. That's hard. It's been making me go a little crazy. My whole life has shifted since I moved. Not really in a good way. Started making a whole lot more money, and then I don't know, just recently, since I found out I had a daughter, my money has just tanked. Hours have been cut at work. I went from, it was crazy, because before I found out I had a daughter, I was only working, you know, I worked enough to live. I think I was only working around 40 to maybe 50 hours a week, yeah, that was pretty good. No, I was working about 40 hours a week, or 37 hours a week, somewhere right around there, right? I'm back to that now. It sucks. But I found out I had a daughter, and I just went into overdrive. I wanted to do everything, right? And so I got 100 and what, I think it was like, I was right around 112, 120 hours every 2 weeks, so about 60 hours a week, 60, 65, right around there. And you know, I was really enjoying the money. I was, you know, starting to set things up. I was getting my finances squared away, paying off stuff that I really should have just paid off and taken care of a long time ago. And it's been very expensive. It's drained me. It's drained me financially. And I keep thinking that I'm going to catch a break here soon, so that way I can finally start saving a whole bunch. And, you know, I don't go out to eat anymore. I buy my energy drinks. That's kind of expensive as well. You know, I don't spend my money on anything. I drink water. That's it. And, yeah, I try to save money as much as possible. But my hours have just tanked. And now I looked at this week's schedule after doing all my errands yesterday, and I only got 37 hours this week. So it's, you know, I'm not the smartest man in the world, but I can see a trend, and I'm not confident that my hours are going to be even 37 hours next week. I don't know what's going on. So this is how I'm kind of tying it into the subject. Is I'm highly contemplating what I do for work right now. You know, I still enjoy doing jewelry and her and stuff, but I'm losing interest in the company that I'm in. You know, I'm losing hope. It's actually seeming way more appealing going into construction. I have the energy to work. I have the drive to work. You know, and I got to take care of a few things before I do Uber and stuff like that. If you get a driver's license. But I need more money coming in. As of right now, if things stay the same, I can cover my bills and have a little extra, right? But if this trend starts going down, I'm going to be in a pretty bad spot. So I really got to think about what's going on with my finances, because I'm over here putting money aside for my daughter in a separate account, taking care of my bills, living really cheap as possible. Planning on moving apartments because it's cheaper. I can just start saving more money. It'll make it easier to live. And you know, I'm just these are the things that I really wouldn't have I wouldn't have had to necessarily deal with if if I hadn't messed things up with my ex. You know, if we were still together and it was just her and I raising our child, things would be 1,000 times easier, because, you know, for me, I understand women are very smart, they're very intelligent. I've always known that. About certain things, not necessarily. You know, that fault lays on me. But for me, I've known that women are very highly intelligent, and I had set myself up to be pretty comfortable for a long time. I didn't have to struggle this much if it wasn't for my decisions last year. And so, you know, if people just stay together and work through their problems, things would be a whole lot easier. You know, we look at everything that's going on. See, I'm in school already. We look at things that are going on with the family. No one wants to stay together anymore. Everyone just wants to sleep around. You know, everyone thinks they have the right solution to everything, and it's really not as complicated as everyone makes it out to be. Granted, I'm not perfect, you know, right? The kettle calling the kettle black, or kettle calling the stove black, or whatever that saying is. But you know, just unconditional love doesn't mean that, you know, you're always going to be and stay together. There's certain things where you just, you know, you cut it off if you're being physically abused and whatnot. Definitely, that's not a healthy situation. You know, personally, you know, if there is a separation or whatnot, and there's a child involved, not necessarily, I'm not saying, you know, you're abusing the child, but you know, if you take a separation for a long time and people both get the help that they need, then it might be beneficial for that child, depending on how old they are, to get back together and reconcile. That wasn't my situation, thank God. You know, I'm just a douchebag, to be honest. You know, it's just my way or the highway. But I don't know. For me, it wasn't anything, I think, too crazy. I never told my ex, "Oh, you gotta cook me meals." You know, I never said, you know, the place gotta be spotless, you know, or anything. I never even said any of that. So some stuff that she's told me confused me. But you know, working on differences is, I think, helpful and healthy, especially if there's a child involved and whatnot. Because what I'm dealing with right now, most of it is brought on by myself. I'm highly aware of that. But you know, if we were together, then, you know, me and the mother of my child, we'd be at least in a pretty decent place. We'd have a house that was definitely affordable, very, very affordable. You know, and my ex, she could have had her practice and whatnot, and I wouldn't have had as much fun as I had. I would have had a lot more fun doing different things. But you know, the point is, I gotta highly think about what I'm doing in life, because it seems that being a jeweler might just be a side gig for me if I really want to do it. I gotta look at some different career paths probably, to achieve what I want to achieve in life. You know, being rich and famous, that'd be cool, I guess. It comes with its own set of problems, but you know, I don't like being in this situation. So, you know, getting a second job is definitely going to make it easier, but that's just the first step. That's just the first step. It's just funny that my life has reverted back into this. You know, it's I can't blame her, because it is 100% my fault. But I can't lie though, it is pretty ironic and funny how, you know, I went up the scale of success just to be where I'm at now. And I don't know where I am. I don't know where I am with my career actually anymore at all whatsoever. This whole having a child, and then, you know, not knowing if it is my child or if it was another man's, and then waiting 3 years and then moving to another state for more money and success to start a new life, because I didn't know what I was doing in New Mexico. Said where I was from. Oh well, but I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing. So, you know, what I'm doing now is just different. You know, things change. Not everything can stay the same. So, I have hope. I just don't know what I'm gonna do. Life is not necessarily supposed to be fun, but I picked a career that I really enjoyed, and it pays the bills. So, you know, there's that. But anyways, I'm gonna go into the store, get a protein bar, and that'll feed me for the day until I go home and work out. So, and this is the sad part, you know. I'm early to work, recording a video, about to put it out, and I don't even want to be at work. I don't even want to be at work. The thing on my mind right now is walking around. I just want to walk around and just be at peace. I want to be around my daughter. You know, I want to hold her hand and walk around the park. You know, I want to do all these things other than work. Because I'm still not needed, and that's a weird thing. You know, I still want to give money to my ex. You know, I send gifts. You know, I send gifts from time to time, and even that, you know, I'm wondering, am I spoiling her? You know, should I be doing this? Should I be doing, and all, I mean, it's building up into a bigger picture, and one day I will be able to meet my child, and I'm gonna give her the biggest hug in the world, and I'm gonna let her know how much her daddy loves her. But, you know, as of right now, to, you know, just the truth be told, it feels as if I'm just spinning my wheels for nothing. I still have resentment. You know, I have a lot of hurt. I have a lot of different things. So, you know, this is some of the stuff that, you know, I don't think guys really talk about. They don't really explain what happens, because, you know, when you go through this, you really don't want to just share it out to the world. You know, it's one, I'm rebuilding myself. I'm adjusting everything in my life. I'm trying to hold it all together. I'm trying to be strong and do all the things that I normally do and have to do. And it's, you know, can't lie. It's, you know, I understand why most people, because men don't share their feelings. You know, we really don't. I've held mine in for so long. But, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, I think sharing what I'm going through is gonna benefit hopefully at least one person, if not a bunch of people, to see what a guy goes through, and then hopefully, you know, make different decisions, healthier decisions for themselves, so that way they're not put in the position that I am. Yeah, that's really my goal. So it is what it is, and until I change it, things aren't gonna get better. So, you know, I gotta contemplate and think about what I'm doing in life, because something has to change, and I need to buckle down 10 times harder. And it sucks because it might mean leaving this job. You know, I wanted to franchise with this company and have my own jewelry store and do that. I still want my own jewelry store. I think that's gonna happen one day. But I squandered that opportunity earlier this year, and that's fine, because I'll build it back up. I don't stop if I want something, but I just have to really decide and choose, what do I really want? Because right now it's not about me necessarily, it's about my daughter, getting to meet her, getting to know her, building that trust with my ex, you know, being stable, being a lot of different things, and not just saying it, but proving it. I have to lead that aspect of my life and convey that I am doing all these things, so that way I get what I want. You know, time with my daughter, you know, time to show her who her father is, what he does, what he's about, what he knows, pass on my knowledge on to her, protect her, provide for her as best I can, or in any way I'm allowed to, you know, and guard her from some of the harsh truths and realities of life. You know, make sure that, you know, her worries are small because I take them on. You know, so I don't know, we'll see. But anyways, hopefully you guys got something from that. This is like another diary one, another babbling video. But I think it's important sharing what I'm going through, because a lot of men don't share this side at all. I don't like showing my weakness. I don't like showing my downfalls. I don't like showing my failures. I don't like any of that. I'm better than that. I am better than that. But if it helps someone, if it helps millions, cool, good. Use me as a sacrificial lamb. So, anyways, you guys take it easy. Stay on top of your game. Contemplate what you're doing. Make appropriate decisions. Not all women are evil. You know, the fault lays with us. What do we want? We have to choose. And if we don't choose, we end up like me. So you guys take it easy. Bye.